Hello everyone. Hi, it's Lisa with Crafting and Cruising. Welcome. I am here today. It's been a little bit since I've been on Craft Around the Clock. And I'm here with my husband, co-creator, comment reader, and what else?
Boyfriend.
Yeah, but something else I usually say. Anyway, he's here with me and he's going to be reading comments, but he's also going to be turning my camera because we're going to do a little sewing, and then we'll come back over here and do something, and then we'll go back over there and sew again. So when you hop on, say hi, let me know you're here. Tell me where you're watching from, and if you don't see the like button, you're watching replay. Hey, Michelle. Welcome. It is almost feeling like spring here, you guys. It's crazy. Hey, Bridget.
Yeah, most of the ice is melted off the pond out there.
I think that next week, if I heard correctly, we're supposed to get some real serious storms, but rainstorms, not snowstorms. So, yeah, it's been just a minute since I've been on here, so I'm glad to be back with Craft Around the Clock. I'm glad to see you guys and gals, and we're going to finish up a project that I've already started today, and I can get y'all's input to help me. So I haven't seen Tracy on here yet, so I guess whoever was before me is probably finishing up. Hey, Cheryl Michi, how are you, friend? You're such an encourager. I hope you saw my comment. I am working on my patchwork of friendship. I sure am. I got to get it finished up so I can get it in the mail. But kind of hesitant to, I don't know how I'm going to mail it so that it won't you know, get all mushed up or wrinkled up or whatever the proper term is. But so, hey, oh, that's Cheryl. Okay, I already said hi to Cheryl. I still don't see Miss Tracy in here. Hello, Phyllis from Idaho. What's your weather doing out there, Phyllis? Is it pretty? Is it nasty? Tell me about it. It really did. We turned the heater on out here in the motorhome because I was afraid I was going to be cold. And when I came out here, I thought, I got to turn that thing off. It's hot. So,
we're probably going to be heading out that way in a couple of weeks.
Yes, Tracy Campbell, there she is. Hey, sister. Okay, so we're going to get started. So, like I said, I'm going to try to finish up this little project that I've started for a patchwork of friendship quilt kind of thing. So let me tell you what I've already done, and then I'll tell you what we have left to do. Now, I'm not a seamstress. I do own a sewing machine, and I can sew a little bit, but sewing is not my thing. Unfortunately, my mom turned me off when I was growing up and taking home ec, and hey Donna, she was trying to teach me how to sew because she was a perfectionist. She was very sweet about it, but she wanted me to baste everything first, and after a little bit of basting, I was like, this is such a waste of time. I'm just going to come back and sew it. Why don't I just sew it without basting it? Well, of course, Mom knew right, but I would take Kathy, I would take something to her, and she would always compliment me. She'd start out telling me what a good job I'd done, how proud she was of me, always followed by the but. And she said, did you baste this? I would say, no. And she said, well, if I were you, I would take the stitches back out, hey, Becca, and I would baste it, and then put your stitching in. So I did it, and I made a few little things. Hey, Barbara, sister, thank you for your message. But no, ever since then, sewing is not my jam. I had 2 girls and a boy, and I did not sew for my girls. So I can hem, you know, I can put in a zipper if I think about it first. And I can just do, you know, basic stitches, but that's it. So I had this yellow and white polka dot fabric and this blue fabric. The person I'm making this for loves yellow and blue. The paper that you see in the middle is a paper that I designed because she also likes the beach. Hey, Cynthia. So what I did initially was, because, you know, people may or may not, when they get these, they may or may not actually sew them because it's probably not really going to be a quilt. You know, they could do a wall hanging or put it in a 12 by 12 scrapbook album, which is one reason that I was kind of hesitant. Hey, Debbie, I was kind of hesitant to put too much on here, because if you're going to put it in one of the 12 by 12 scrapbook albums, all this stuff's going to get in the way. So everything that I have put on here with glue can be taken off if need be. So after I made the print, then first thing I did was I took this yellow and white polka dot, and I used this light, what's it called, light sewable heat bond, and put on the back of it so that I could then attach it to this blue fabric. Once I started and got into it, I thought, you know what, I really don't know that that's going to be sufficient. Maybe I should put a piece of like muslin on the back. I didn't have any muslin, but I did have some cream color fabric that Rodney's already cut for me to the right size. That's where most of the sewing comes in. Hey, Lisa Corby, sister. So then I attached with Beacon 3-in-1 my print. I also used some molding paste on it and some glitter just to make the foam in the waves, hey Shelly, you know, have a little bit more zhuzh in them, so to speak. Then I put nautical rope around here, and around this print I used this rope. I don't even know where I got it. I'm thinking I got it at Hobby Lobby. Hey, Susie Zane, because I was going to use it for macrame. So what I did was I cut a long piece and then untwisted the rope and then braided it so that I could put it around the inside. So that's braided. So I still have to figure out what I want to do with all of this to, you know, make it look cute, make it look nice. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do down here yet. But first thing I'm going to do, and also I used some Totally Dazzled. I had a, if y'all can see, I had a, what's this called? That stands on one leg. Flamingo. I had a flamingo from Totally Dazzled, and I had this beautiful little bird up in the sky with a bunch of bling in it. So I put those on here. Now, Whitney likes snarky. She likes snarky comments. So I looked up some comments or some quotes, and then I printed on my printer just a conch shell, 2 conch shells actually. And one of them says, I need a timeout. Send me to the beach and don't let me come back till my attitude changes. Can I get an amen? And then the other one says, gone to the beach, be back never. So just to give it a little, you know, snarkiness, that's what I did. I'm also going to attach, and again, it can be removed. We're going to make this smaller, and we're going to put this little drawstring bag on here somewhere that she can take off. And then we're going to put some of this beautiful Caribbean color sand in it, and then some pieces of sea glass. Okay? So the first thing I want to do, kind of scared because I'm not a seamstress, but we're going to come over here. Rodney's going to turn you, and we're going to do a zigzag stitch around this. I don't even have it pinned, y'all, so this is risky. My mama would be going, oh, Lisa. No, Mama, I didn't baste it. So, let me make sure that I've got it pretty well lined up. Now, again, if she decided that she wanted to sew her squares together in a quilt-like fashion, then she could take these zigzag stitches out, okay? So here we go. Y'all might want to mute because it might be kind of loud. But here we go.
Everybody, this is a rare thing, getting to see Lisa sew.
That's exactly right. Don't get used to it. Because you'll probably never, well, I can't say never see it again, but not often. I wanted to be the kind of mama, you know, that made all my little girls' clothes and did all of that. What's that stuff called where you, not cross stitch, but embroidery. Oh, I wanted to learn embroidery. I did do cross stitch for a little while, just long enough to completely destroy my neck. So I loved cross stitch, but it got to the point where I said I can't do it anymore. All right, I made it the first side. Let's see if I can keep on going and get on the roll, y'all. That's kind of cute.
I got a question.
Okay.
I
need to do it a little bit more this way. Yes, sir.
If you sew all around it like that, how do you know that it's going to all be flat when you get to the other end?
Y'all, come get my husband. Somebody come get him. He asked me questions like his mother would be able to answer because she was a beautiful seamstress. Or is a beautiful seamstress. Well, she doesn't sew anymore, but she did. So if somebody come get him, because he's going to make me real nervous that it's going to pucker. Okay, any comments, Robbie?
Barbara Postal says, my sewing machine hasn't seen the light of day for 2 or 3 years.
I get it, sis. I get it. In fact, I couldn't even find the electrical cord for this. I had to get one off my granddaughter's sewing machine. I don't know what happened to mine. It probably ran away since I didn't use it. Most of y'all know that yesterday I had a little test done. I had a little colonoscopy. If you've never had the joy and delight of having one of those, I hope you will take care of yourself and have one, because they are absolutely something that we need to do. But I'm going to tell you that I would rather almost do anything. I'd rather sew than to have to go through that prep stuff. Ugh, that stuff is awful. And because I've had polyps in the past, my doctor wouldn't let me use the pills or whatever is available to take. So I had to go through that entire process. So starting Sunday morning, I could not have any solid food. I could only have liquid diet, clear liquids. That went all day Sunday. My procedure was supposed to start Monday at 12:30, but they were about 30 minutes late. So after midnight Sunday, I could have nothing.
Dana Let says, I've only used mine once. Haven't used it since 2020. I made some kitchen boas. Kitchen boas, B-O-A-S?
Boas?
What's a kitchen boa?
I
Or is
don't
that
know.
a typo? I may learn something new today.
Yeah, me too.
Nancy Weeks Lewis is watching.
Hey, sister. How are things in California? Better, I hope. Y'all have had it out there. Now, Rodney, I don't see any pucker. I'm going to have to trim a little bit of the side because I wasn't totally lined up, but I'm imperfect. Perfectly imperfect. That's what I like to say.
Patricia Christmas is watching.
Patricia Christmas. Y'all. I don't know what I just did, but it wasn't good.
Right at the end, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I still hadn't done my bag yet, so.
Yeah.
I don't know, y'all.
It didn't sound
Ron,
good.
Can you turn me back around now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, now I've got that on. I do need to trim a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, though, because I can do that off camera. I mean, I had even forgotten how to change the thread on the bobbin, even though, thank goodness, my machine has it labeled up there. But I needed to change the color of the bobbin, and so I was trying to follow that, y'all. It was a disaster. So anyway, to finish my story about my test yesterday, everything came back fine. This is the first one I've had, and I think I've had 4 other ones that I did not have polyps. So praise the Lord. So this time I had to go after 2 years. I had been on a 3-year cycle because of the polyps. And he told me yesterday that he would see me in 5 years. So I was delighted. And then I was delighted to eat. And y'all, let me just tell you, I understand how Michael Jackson could get addicted. Hey, Cindy, to propofol. Whew, that stuff is good. And I mean, it knocks you out just like that. Just didn't last long enough. It did kind of get puckered a little bit. Now that I said it didn't. Okay, we'll worry about that later. So, now, here's what I want to, I'm also going to put some little bitty, I started putting some little shells down here, but I haven't, they didn't all stick, so I've got some more to do. So I'm thinking about twisting this white part up and letting these little strings hang down.
Like a tassel?
I'm going to do that, kind of like a tassel, yes. But I also have a couple of shells that I wanted to show y'all, especially for this, where these two pieces join together. I think it needs something, but I really would like to just keep unraveling these little strings right here so that it really would look more like a little tassel. These are still pretty wound up. So I'm going to undo those, and the very last thing I'll do is I'm going to take stickles and go around the shells with the snarky quotes on there. The reason I do that last is because the stickles have to dry usually for at least a couple of hours. So if I do that last, then my project can dry overnight, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll be ready to send it off. Hey Della, hey Bonnie, welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all, if you are not a member of Craft Around the Clock, which I'm sure most of y'all, not all of y'all are, please join Craft Around the Clock. It's free to join. And also, if I could just encourage each one of you, not just for me by any means, for any creator that you're watching on Craft Around the Clock, which if you don't know this, you can watch Craft Around the Clock like all the time. You can watch it 24/7 if you want to, because somebody it'll be a replay or whatever. Hey Helen.
Remember the comment about a kitchen boa?
Yeah.
Dana said it's a kitchen must-have. You can use it for grilling. You wear them around your neck, hence the name boa. It's something you wipe your hands on while cooking or grilling. That's what I thought an apron was for.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'll hold this up in just a minute. What was I saying before you rudely interrupted me? Oh, so when you're watching people on Craft Around the Clock, if you will, you know, make a comment and at least, you know, throw some emojis up there. The Book of Faces really makes it difficult for us if we don't do something to try to engage. So, okay, so I just made like a little tassel. Now, like I said, I have like this little shell right here is kind of unique looking. So I have that. I have a smaller one that looks almost like coral. See the little holes in it? So can't see your comments, sweetie Dilla. So I could, oh, I like that one right there. Do y'all like that? I think that looks good. Do y'all like it? I like that. Okay, let's glue that down. And again, if it comes off, it can just be glued back on. Not a big deal. A lot of times, especially if you're going to be sending something to somebody, you really do want to use some other kind of glue that will be more of a permanent hold. And sometimes I'll use like B7000 or like this 3-in-1 or whatever, along with hot melt, so that it'll get the quick stick and then the permanent stick. I'm probably gonna have to take these stitches back out, try to stretch this out a little bit. Okay, so now on this one, I want to unwind this nautical rope. This stuff is thick, you guys. I think I actually got this at Dollar Tree last year when they had their all their beachy stuff out, you know. But y'all, my Dollar Tree is terrible. Most of the time when I go in there, there's rows and rows of boxes that need to be undone. And just not, I guess, not enough people want to work there. I don't know. So I thought about, I'm thinking about maybe leaving this one as a little tassel too, but I don't think I want it that long. And I had also thought about tying it in a knot or a loop and then putting another shell on there.
Lots of choices.
I know it. So what's everybody having for dinner tonight? What was that hee-haw thing?
Hey, y'all, what's for supper, Grandpa?
Grandpa. Hey, y'all, what's for... Did y'all watch hee-haw?
Grandpa, what's for supper?
Is that just a southern thing? Hey, Linda.
Also dates back a little while.
Yeah,
Some of
it
these
does.
spring chickens on here might not remember it.
Okay, y'all, I'm pulling these to try to divide them a little bit more.
So is braiding the same as plaiting?
Yes, it is. Used to people said plaiting, not braiding. So y'all, guess what I started doing? I had a cousin that worked in the trauma unit UAB. He would work late nights and off hours at the hospital. He would, come on. He would use something similar to what anesthesiologists use to turn his mind off work to go to sleep. But then I couldn't read the rest of it.
You don't want
Pass me again.
one night he ingested too much and didn't wake up. That was 20 years ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that breaks my heart. Look
Michelle
at Joyce
says,
Hall. Mashed potatoes, meatloaf, and tea. Okay, Joyce, as soon as I get off my live, we'll head your way.
Michelle's having Chinese takeout.
Good for you, girl. I think my husband's going to take me out.
That's right. We're going to go out and have a nice big
He
dinner.
says I'm taking him out, but it's not happening. He's taking me out. I don't know, y'all. This might be kind of cute hanging down like this.
Dana Lett is doing intermittent fasting. Don't eat dinner.
Yeah, I do that a lot of times too. I don't eat a whole lot of food, period.
I fast between meals. Well, sometimes.
Ronnie
When I'm not
is all the
snacking.
time saying, "Hey, Sharon," he says, "Lisa, are you not gonna? Have you eaten today? No. You want something to eat? No, not really."
Trying to fatten her up.
Unfortunately, I'm not dropping the pounds like crazy. Okay, so I was going to tell y'all what I started doing. Yeah, today I started taking down Christmas. Whoop, whoop. You go, girl. I know, end of January, right? Now, y'all know, if you follow me, that Christmas is my favorite. Used to, this is cute, y'all. Just done one side. Cute. Used to, because I usually I start decorating for Christmas the weekend after Halloween. And then typically after Christmas is over, I'm like, okay, it's time to put it up. So I would start New Year's Day. Usually by New Year's Day, I would start taking down Christmas. Well, one of our daughters and her two daughters live with us. And they used to say, "Lolly, why do you take it down so early?" Okay, I'll start leaving it up. So I would start leaving it up a little bit. But, you know, nobody except my husband now. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Pam. Nobody really helps. They don't help decorate and they don't help undecorate. So that leaves it usually to Mama to do. Dad brings the boxes up and carries the boxes back down, and Mama usually does all the taking down. And my house is very decorated at Christmas. I love it. And but after Christmas, we had our other two granddaughters stayed from Lexington. So they were here. And we hung out with them. Then we took them back. And then we went to Ohio and spent New Year's with friends of ours. And then we came home. And I don't even remember what all. I think we did a couple of work trips. Anyway, then we, he had a work trip that we went on to Myrtle Beach or Charleston. And came home one day and then went to Cancun. And just got back from Cancun recently. And then I had that silly colonoscopy. So, finally today, I started taking it down. And it is such a chore. It's not fun taking it down. It's a whole lot more fun putting it up than it is taking it down. So, okay, I'm not sure we're going to need another... I'll trim these a little bit and I'll show you. I'm not sure we're going to need another shell. Okay. So.
Dana says the more protein you eat, the faster you will lose weight.
I know. Whoa, look at that little flamingo just come right on off there. Who do you think you are, Sassy Pants? All right, let me see what I need to glue it back.
You also need to eat protein to keep your hair from falling out.
Oh, well, maybe you should try that.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Keep your hair from falling out.
My hair's all gone.
He's got business in the front, party in the back. Hey, Deborah Jed. Hey, Cindy. He's got business in the front, party in the back, y'all. All right, I am going to put a little B7000 on. Now that's Gorilla Glue. Let me get...
Patricia said she just had her first one. Not a fan at all. Maybe colonoscopy. I don't know.
It's just not something that... And y'all, just think about this. Now, if you were going to be a doctor, is that really the field that you would want to go into? I mean, I know somebody has to do it, so I'm grateful, I guess. But, I mean, if I had a choice as a doctor, there is no way on God's green earth that you would catch me going into a field like that. Oh, hey, Lisa. Hey, Patricia. No, it's not. Now, the sleep part is wonderful. I love the sleep part. Just doesn't last long enough. When I got there yesterday, and the anesthesiologist was explaining to me what she was going to do, and I said, yeah, I've been there, done that. And I said, could you just, like, make it last a couple hours or whatever? She goes, no, can't do that. We got to get them in and out. And I'm telling you, they were herding them in there like cattle. In, out, in, out, in, out. When my doctor came in to talk to me before he started, he walked in that door. He was huffing and puffing like he'd just run from another room. Hey, Tammy. Okay. So now we've got our little ropes taken care of. I do want to put a little more pieces, and I've got some back here on a paper towel. I want to put a little glue. I'm going to put use some of this Beacon 3-in-1 down here at the bottom, and just put a few of these like they're coming up. You know, when you stand in the edge of the on the beach and the water comes up and hits you, it usually has little pieces of shells in it. So I had some that were already kind of crushed, and then I crushed some more and decided I'd put this down at the bottom. So, you know, whatever sticks, sticks, and if it doesn't, that's okay too. We'll have a little bit there anyway.
I could go out to the driveway and get pieces of that ornament I ran over a while ago.
Oh no, y'all, we have our daughter and her daughters have a dog. That's all I can say. He will pick up anything. One time, my granddaughter had ordered some pods for her Nespresso machine, and I think in each box there was 20 maybe Nespressos, and one day I heard her talking, saying, I don't know what happened to my pods. Amazon has not delivered my pods yet. And it was in the fall because the leaves were just thick as could be out in the yard there. And so I came over to the motorhome to craft, and I saw something look like foil sticking up out of the ground out there in the leaves. And I walked over there. I thought, what in the world is this? And I picked it up, and it was like a coffee pod. And I thought, wait, why is this over here? I started looking, and that silly Amazon man had dropped the boxes, plural, of 20 each, off in the driveway and just left them. And so guess what the dog did? You're right. The dog went and got them and took every box over, opened them, chewed into only a few, fortunately, but the leaves were like this deep, and I kept going over there and digging out and digging out and digging out till I found most of them. Some of them were not salvageable. So that's kind of what we go through around here.
Dana Lett says she dated a doctor that did that. I never saw him wash his hands while grilling, cooking, and so forth. Needless to say, it didn't last.
Oh, no. Okay, now, here's a question. Do y'all think that I should put shells, like these small little conchs, in the corners down here? Or not? Say yes or no. I kind of felt like it needed a little something. And I've got a ton of shells, so I could put 4 different kinds of shells. I just got these out. So I could do something like this. So tell me yes or no on the shells in the corners. Y'all think I should do that, or should I just leave it alone? I see some hearts. Does that mean yes? Hey, Crystal. Okay, let me see. Was there something else I was going to? Now, I also have to sign it, y'all.
What time did you start?
5:15. I'm done at 6. Okay. So, I want y'all to say yes or no on putting the shells in the corners. Meanwhile...
Yes, shells, says Deborah Jed.
Yes, shells.
Yes, says Roseanne.
Okay. Should I get more colorful ones, or you think these are sufficient? Trying to figure where I'm going to sign it. Let's see. I think I'll sign it over here.
Dana says a grouping of shells, maybe.
That is too thick.
Yes on the shells, says Sharon Hagrich.
A grouping. Like a grouping in every corner?
No, just a grouping.
Because I was talking about the corners.
Cheryl King says yes. Deborah Jed says those are good. Yes to the shells. I like the ones you have.
Okay. Okay, so I signed Lisa Seiler, and then I put Crafting and Cruising, and then I will put January.
That's cool how you're able to write backwards and upside down.
I know it. 2025. Y'all, I had been writing in my journal, and I kept putting 2024, so I had to go back and change every one of them. I also have this little teeny tiny seahorse and dolphin charms that I thought about gluing on here, in the water. Like, I could have the dolphin coming up out of the wave. That would be cute. See? Hey, Lori. Thank you, Sharon. You're so sweet. Okay, let me use the 3-in-1 on the dolphin instead of hot milk, because it's really flat, so I don't want to be a glob of anything. Are you sneezing?
No, I got a tickle in my throat.
Oh.
Kind of coughing.
Okay, so I saw that my friend...
I think I swallowed a feather.
my friend Joyce is having meatloaf and potatoes, and somebody's doing Chinese takeout. Is anybody else doing anything yummy? Y'all, I had a seahorse up here. Oh, no, that's a dolphin. Where's the seahorse I had?
I get, my spelling is not so good. And sometimes, like the boa thing I questioned earlier, because I didn't know what it was. Maybe this is another one that I don't know. Coquina.
Coquina.
What is coquina?
I don't know.
Sounds like a drug to me.
What is coquina? You think I should add the charm? Y'all, somewhere I have a seahorse. That makes me sad. He was so cute.
I thought maybe they were saying conch, spelling conch, but coquina.
Oh, I see him over here. Okay. What is coquina? Tell us. Hey, Andrea. Chicken salad, yum. Now, in your chicken salad, no, she's having chicken salad. In your chicken salad, do you put grapes and nuts, or do you just have like chicken and mayonnaise and celery and... I love to put grapes, homemade ham salad on delicious crackers, olives, cheese, BLT. Oh, Deborah, why don't you live close to me?
Lisa, hurry up. I'm hungry.
Well, you're going to have to just hold on, sir.
Chicken salad.
I'm going to put this little seahorse right down here, and then I'll hold it up and show y'all what I've done. Maybe I should go on and attach the... that one I think is a little too white. Okay, let me see. I'm just going to put these on right now with just a smidge of hot melt in case we want to take them back off. This one, it's got something on the bottom of it. So, are y'all over winter? Are you ready for spring? Or do you love winter like I do? I mean, I'm always glad when spring comes too, but I love winter and I love snow. And because I live in Middle Tennessee, we don't often get a decent snow. So when we do, I'm like a kid in a candy store. We made Chinese last night from scratch, all gone tonight, just hubby and I. It was hot dogs. Yum! A hot dog sounds pretty good to me right now.
Tonight, make potato soup. But energy, ambition, not there.
I get that, sister. Because Rodney and I travel so much, and because our kids are grown, and because my daughter used to like to cook all the time. She doesn't do it much anymore, but I don't cook.
Dana says, chicken salad chick has the fancy Nancy with grapes and pecans. Cranberry Kelly is good too.
They sure do.
Don't we have one of those right down?
We do. Over by where Jana works. Yeah. It's a little pricey. I think chicken salad chick is a little pricey. I do like their little cookies they give you, though. Although short in Texas, yeah. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Michelle Hall. Okay. I'm going to put just a little bit right here and show y'all. Then I want to get that little bag done.
Roseanne Zelnick says they loves the winter here in Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, but they still have stink bugs and ladybugs in the house. Yeah, they move in. They move in when it gets cold.
Yes. Roseanne, we need to get together if you're here, sister. Okay. There's that. Okay. Rodney, I need you to turn me around again so I can go over here and sew again on my bag.
Oh, good luck with that bag.
I hope I can still use my machine. It might be broken.
Yeah, something popped right there at the last. That's
okay.
Looks like your needle still got thread in it. That's a good thing.
That is a good thing. And I need to change my stitch. I don't need... Oh, it says error. Okay, let me change the stitch to...
I would... Did you already manually run the needle up and down when you got through? Yeah, it's moving.
What's this doing? Y'all, I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on.
Y'all watch close. You may learn something here.
Smarty pants.
This is Sewing 101.
Smarty pants. Smarty. I don't know how to now.
Virginia Stewart, I am from Western North Carolina, and I love winter. Is we just had to endure it. So we just have to endure it.
That's right. Now, I'm still trying to find where my... Oh, there it is right
Now,
there.
do we know where Rose Zelnick lives?
No, that's why I told her. I said we need
Rose,
to...
tell us what part of Middle Tennessee
we
you
need
live
to
in.
know.
We need to know where our crafting neighbors
We're
are.
on a need-to-know basis. All right, y'all, just kind of curving it around here.
She's in Santa Fe, close to Spring Hill.
That is not Santa Fe in Tennessee, Rodney.
You think it's Santa Fe?
It's Santa Fe, right, Rose? Am I right?
Santa Fe in Tennessee.
Santa Fe, which I always thought sounded so weird.
That's not that far.
People would call it Santa Fe when it's spelled like Santa Fe. Okay. Let's do this part real quick like.
Well, Roseanne, we are near Franklin, Tennessee, a little bit on the Nashville side of Franklin. And why are you sewing that bag?
Because I'm making it smaller. I want to put the shells in here and the sand, but I want it to be, it was just too big for the project.
Oh. So you're shrinking a bag.
I am indeed shrinking a bag.
Yep, she confirms it is Santa Fe, F-E-E.
Yep. We Southerners now, we know how big country. I'm Southern and proud of it. Wouldn't have it any other way. All right. So let's see what Lisa did with this bag. Maybe made a giant mess. Y'all, one day I may be some famous seamstress and y'all might go, oh, I knew her when. Probably not, but sounded good anyway. Okay.
Yep, she'll be famous, and they'll say, oh, I remember that time she made that little bag. She sewed it and didn't even break her machine.
Then she turned it right side out, and it was a big fail. Royal Funky Junk announced her retreat for the Royals VIP today, September 25 to 28. 30 tickets available. Okay, so now I did indeed cut that bigger bag down.
And now it's a smaller bag.
So I've already poured in here, in this cup, some of this sand I was telling you about that's also got some blue, like rock mixed with our blue, what am I trying to say? Blue, this stuff.
Oh, like,
Sea glass.
oh yeah, a little bit tiny sea
Okay,
glass.
so I'm using some of this green color. And then this is almost too big. These chunks are almost too big, so we won't put a lot in there. But some of that color. And then we're going to draw it up just like so. So that can hang off of here just for an added effect. But like I said, I'm going to use a safety pin and put it on there so she can take it off. And now, what I want to know is, real quick, because I'm running out of time, the stickles to go around these snarky quotes. Do y'all think I should use this turquoise color, a little bit brighter than what's in here, or I can use one called Twinkle, or I can use one called Crystal. Actually, I also have Diamond.
Dana says she loves to look for sea glass at the beach.
So do y'all think the blue, the diamond, which is really pretty if you can see all the colors in there, or the Twinkle? Twinkle's A, blue is B, and diamond is C. A, B, or C? Tell me quick.
There's a pretty big time delay, so it may take a few minutes.
A, B, or C?
Roseanne Zelnick said that actually she's from Jersey, been here 32 years.
Oh, wow.
I was corrected real quick how to pronounce it when she got here.
Yes, ma'am. You don't say Santa Fe. You say Santa Fe. Twinkle, Deborah Jed said. Yeah, I thought the blue was going to be good, but I think it's going to be a little bright. Okay, let's use Twinkle. That's diamond. Here's Twinkle. Okay. Now, the only thing I'll tell you about these is that sometimes they get easily clogged. So hey, Susie Lee, I'm going to get some of the big head straight pins and keep down in here, because if it gets clogged, you have to stick some kind of needle or something down in there to unclog it.
Bridget chooses A.
And I would rather just be able to open it up and use it. I've had many of them kind of dry up. And if y'all like to use stickles, I want you to know I get mine from MrArt.com. You have to spell out the word Mr., but they're way cheaper than getting them from Ranger or Hobby Lobby or Michael's.
Dana says Aruba is a great place to look for sea glass.
Love Aruba. Okay. My sister has a second home in Aruba. So see, even when I went around that with the lighter color, where it's on the blue, it kind of looks, in fact, it looks real blue.
Deborah Jed says, thank you. Anywhere specific in Aruba? Sounds like Deborah Jed's going to go looking for a little sea glass.
Yeah, Deborah's going to Aruba.
That's
if she had known about Amanda's house, she would have probably stayed there, but she didn't know about it until she told me she was going to go and asked me if I wanted to go with her, and I couldn't do it. Okay, you guys, so make sure you refresh your page so you can watch the next creator in Craft Around the Clock. I appreciate you all so much. I will be on later in the week. I don't know exactly when, but I will be on later in the week and doing some kind of a Valentine project. So please join my Telegram if you haven't. Please, please, please. There's a link at the top of the page that says Telegram. So please join that. And I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.